thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Yonnie Unfiltered, and today we are with two special, very special persons, and they're gonna introduce themselves to the panel. You can go ahead.
Hello, good morning. This is Andy Morrison. I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Right.
All right. My name is Faustina Boateng. I'm in South Carolina. Yes.
Thank you so much. And I want to say thank you so much, guys, for being here. It's a pleasure to have you here, right? And without any further ado, let's get right into our discussion. Welcome back to Yonnie Unfiltered, where we stop sugarcoating, stop settling, and start leveling up. Today's topic is deep, real, and necessary. Dating with trauma. Are we loving or are we just coping? A lot of people say they want love, but sometimes what we call love is really survival. Sometimes we are not choosing partners. Welcome back to Yonnie Unfiltered, where we stop sugarcoating, stop settling, and start leveling up. Tonight's topic is deep, real, and necessary. Dating with trauma. Are we loving or are we just coping? A lot of people say that they want love, but sometimes what we call love is really survival. Sometimes we are not choosing partners from peace. We are not choosing them from pain, fear, abandonment, betrayal, or loneliness. Tonight, we are going to talk about honesty. Are we loving someone because they are good for us? Or are we holding on because our trauma is afraid to let go? Please be respectful. We are not here to shame anyone. We are not here for problems. We are here to heal, to learn, and grow. When you hear the phrase dating with trauma, what comes to your mind first? You can go ahead. Yes, speak.
The first thing that comes to mind when I say dating with trauma is more like dating with emotional baggage. Dating with the idea of a negative situation or a toxic relationship or something that caused significant emotional damage that doesn't go away, but it get transitioned to the next relationship or to the next partner, or you bring it forward. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Bringing her into the next relationship.
Okay. For me, when I hear trauma, the first thing that comes in mind is pain, and then psychological problems. Yes. So you date someone, the person is causing you pain, or psychologically you're not well, but you're still in the relationship. Yes. So that is what comes in mind.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you believe people should heal before dating, or can they heal while being in love? What are your thoughts?
I would say love heals. I said that's where one of the biggest healing coming from is love, but not love from the other person, but love for yourself. Actually spending some time getting to know yourself again, to love yourself again.
I think I agree with what Brother Morris said. You should first heal yourself before you. Well, it's a two-way affair. Some people, right after their failed relationship or right after their broken heart, they get someone who helps them to heal, and then later start a new relationship with them, and that is there. And we have others who kind of close their shell, be with themselves for a period of time to heal, know where they fail and where they can make corrections before they go into relationship. But personally, I believe you should. This is what I see in the world. But personally, I believe you should heal yourself, build yourself up before you enter into a new relationship.
Yeah,
And I must say, okay, go ahead, Annie.
no. I'll just piggyback on the same thing that she was saying. I agree.
Right.
You definitely have to build yourself, rediscover yourself.
Right.
A lot of people they jump into a new relationship, or even if they don't jump into a new relationship, they kind of immediately try to have a new relationship where they end up just feeling empty, or using that person as a crutch so that they don't have to deal with themselves.
Yeah.
So the problem never really solved, because instead of actually en masse, you end up just trying to replace the mass.
Okay, that's true. That's so true. And what people think that you automatically heal. Healing is a process. So it's when you in yourself you can tell that, listen, I'm healed. I'm able to, because you can see the person who you had that disagreement with, or whatever the instant was, and you're able to not feel in yourself like, oh, I can't stand. But I believe personally that whenever you have that feeling of, oh, I can't stand this person, it's like you haven't really healed from what you have been through. And sometimes we take those attitude in our new relationship, and it somehow strain the relationship also.
Yeah, that's true. And
Right.
the problem is, when someone ends a painful traumatic relationship, they don't want to face the pain that comes afterwards. So they just cling to anyone who comes in, or anyone who comes in to console them. And that is the biggest mistake that most people do. Yes. So you have to just stay back. That is why, like, it's better you, as human beings, it's better you match. you develop yourself psychologically, emotionally, everything. As what are your day-to-day activities, you have to learn how you have to learn how to draw boundaries, the space that you give to others who come into your life. You understand it?
That's true.
Yes, so that so that you can sometimes stay afar and observe people before you get closer to them. But if anyone enters your life and then you just open up, no limitations, no boundaries, you probably end up hurting yourself.
Right, that's true. So true. Have you ever stayed with someone because they felt familiar, not because they were healthy? Or do you know of any instance where, you might have a friend, someone that would have stayed in a relationship because the person, was familiar, and so on? What do you think about that question?
There's definitely times where people stay in relationship simply because it was familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And there's they for whatever reason or whatever feeling they get from that person,
Right.
it remind them of whatever they experience, or probably the earlier part of their past relationship, or what or something along that line. But over time, ended up realizing that this person is not good for them. This
Right.
person is similar or along the same line as the toxic relationship that they just came out of.
Right. Right. You
That I've seen that happen. I have experienced that, and I think it's a thing. I think everybody have a type, or it depends on what kind of emotional or psychological state you are in, or your development stage, whatever the case is.
are. Right.
But you tend to attract a certain type of people, and you ended up repeating the same pattern where you attract the exact same person. I've experienced that,
That's so true.
and
That's
yeah,
so
and I end up realizing that okay, but because of the past relationship, because of the past trauma, you learn
right.
things. You kind of gather some tools and some kind of discernment, and you kind of
Right.
be able to identify certain things. So then I kind of realized that okay, this person is along the same line.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, that definitely do happen. But then it come down to your own discernment to kind of figure it out. To say, hey, this ain't going anywhere, and I already been down this road.
Right. Right. Can trauma makes toxic relationship feel normal, or toxic love feel normal?
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because as I said, a lot of people are afraid to face fear or to face pain and rejection.
Right.
But as human as we are, we have to understand that you will not always get people to be there for you.
That's true.
Even sometimes your like your husband or your boyfriend or your fiancé will not always be there for you.
Right.
So there's time that you have to be alone. And that alone period is what most people are afraid of. So they are in a relationship where the other person is torturing them in all ways. But they are so scared to let the person go. One, because they see that they say that like, why should I let that person go? If the person goes, that means I'm going to start all over again. I have dedicated, I have sacrificed for this long period of time. This must end well for me. That's what they say. If I let this person go, I'm going to be lonely. So, even though they go through the trauma, because of these questions and this things that they are clinging to, they force themselves to be there with the pain.
Right.
And then the pain becomes normal for them. And before you realize, they have developed health issue or have some mental problems.
That's true. That's so true.
Yes. So we are in a relationship, all right, but we have to sometimes encourage ourselves that our better halves are not always going to be there for us.
Right.
So if I'm facing this, if I see the red light, I have to let the person know, discuss with the person. If the person is not ready to change,
right,
it's going to affect me, it's going to make me lose my life or sanity, then I have to end the journey with the person.
Right.
That's why in the beginning I said that like having personal space is important so that you know how to set your limitations in a relationship,
right,
the boundaries, what you want. You're not always going to get what you want, but what you can adjust to.
Right.
You understand it? Because you can never get 90 or even 60% from your partner all the time.
Right,
Sometimes you
right.
get 50, 50, sometimes 40. But even with the 40, you look at the good side of the person. If the negative side is not something that hurts you or something that makes you pain, then it's good. You go with it because no one is perfect. You understand it. But if it is something that is going to cost your life, don't sit in the trauma and let it be and let the trauma normalize everything for you. You're
Right.
putting yourself at risk.
For a lot of people, for a lot of people, it's they don't want to face the embarrassment. They don't want to they don't want to face some of them is in a very like a really judgmental type of family who is basically just looking for an excuse. Some of them is they are like a public type figures who their name and reputation is out there, and they don't want that affected or that level of embarrassment, so they ended up staying in really messed up situation just to maintain the status quo. So I know of situations like that, but that's where the inner strength comes in. Actually, the same thing Miss Bolton was saying. Once you see those red flags, that's where you pretty much have to make a choice whether to continue the journey or not.
You know, because like sometimes if you don't advise your, you're not always going to get, as brother Andy said, you know, people started big relationship, they hyped it, like maybe they flaunted their partner's house. I see the girl going, that's my girl. Oh, everyone, whoa, how did you get this girl? You see something like that. So when it gets to the point where you are losing yourself, it's you just do a flashback to when you started dating. The people that you shown your girlfriend to, how they envied, were jealous of you. You see, you put all those things together and you're like, oh no, I can't feel this embarrassment. Let me stay in like that. But one thing that you should always know is that when those people go home, they are at peace with themselves. But when you come home, you are facing hell. So are you going to choose them having peace in their homes over you facing the detriments or like the problems? No, you have to also get peace at your home. You don't have to care about what others will say. Let them say. You see, so that is the time that you have to sit down with yourself, have a talk with yourself, and not paying attention to what the hearsayers or what people will say. Yeah, the embarrassment will come, but get the courage. Your life is more important than anything. You understand it? You can't just say because of what people will say, you still have to be in this torture. It's not going to help you in any way.
The thing is, a lot of people go into relationships for the completely wrong reason. And I know people who go into relationship just to brag and boast on somebody else, whether it's the ex or whether it's the family or whether it's friends or whatever the case is not about like a genuine connection. It's not about like a genuine like a goal to build with someone or to start life together with someone. It's more like, okay, I need to find anyone to actually show these people. So it's not about the two people in the relationship.
About the competition.
It's about that person who want the relationship and the general public, whether it's family, friends, or just the general public. And those relationships usually chaotic. It's chaotic because I mean, there's a whole bunch of issues and red flags and all type of stuff that they never take the time to actually find out about who they're gonna see on a daily basis. Because yes, you post some pictures or whatever to the public, or you put on a show, but then this is the person you're gonna have to deal with continually.
Yeah.
And if you never really figure out these things, I mean, you're gonna hate this person. Resentment is gonna be war and chaos, and then you have to live in that chaos, but then put on a show for the public. No, that's too much work. And I've seen that. And
Yeah.
then they get stuck in it, and every time you see them, you just know they're miserable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much work.
What trauma looks like in dating? Trauma in dating does not always look loud. Sometimes it looks like overthinking. Sometimes it looks like checking your phone every 2 minutes. Sometimes it looks like needing constant reassurance. Sometimes it looks like pushing away a person because peace feels suspicious. Do you believe trauma can make someone confuse chaos with chemistry? What are your thoughts? And I would say I do agree. Because sometimes we confuse trauma in the sense where you're coming out of a relationship, yet the feeling that you're getting is like you think it is real when deep down you haven't gotten over the person that you were with. But because you want to, just to be in a state or to say, oh, I'm doing this, you just push yourself into something that you weren't even ready for because you haven't taken the time to heal. So then now you're mixing the chemistry that you're feeling because you want a person to look like the one that you were dating before, or you just because you do it based on whatever needs you have. So you would be confusing the chemistry with real with the feeling that the chaos that you're coming from. What are your
Yeah,
thoughts on that? Mm-hmm.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. It kind of come back to the question you asked earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of it's kind of similar to that in terms of um you enter the relationship or you meet this person and they give you
Right.
like a similar feeling of the initial stage of whatever relationship you came from, like the
Mm-hmm.
like that initial feeling.
Right.
So you think you consciously or subconsciously, whatever the case is, you kind of start to move towards that relationship in a positive light, to say
Right.
it is connection, it is chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and yes, you can definitely confuse it, but that's where discernment and knowledge and experience should
Right.
kick in.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, yeah, because you are enjoying it, you think you kind of how should I like kind of cling to the person or you vibe. You don't vibe.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
So true.
Uh-huh.
Why do some people feel bored when the relationship is peaceful?
They feel bored when the relationship is
Right.
peaceful.
Right.
Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
don't get. Maybe their expectations are not met.
Right.
You
Right.
understand it? Some people go into relationship not because they want to stay in or have a long future with the person. They
Mm-hmm.
go because of what they have seen in the person. Like I
Right.
meet, let's say you meet a, a guy and then he's well to do. He's someone who sponsors you. You wouldn't like to leave that relationship. You
Mm-hmm.
always want to be in it because of what you get.
Right. That's
You
true.
understand it? So people have a whole lot of they make relationship like a project.
Yes. Yes, I
They
do
don't
agree with you.
they don't want it to fail. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Unless you, oh, sorry, go ahead.
unless you have to make sure you are not a target of such a person, like using
Mm-hmm.
as a target. Yes.
And see, the thing is, when it comes to that particular question, my opinion might not be very popular.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
okay.
well, that question like that is you're more likely gonna see a relationship or see a reaction like that from the female in the relationship, not
Okay.
necessarily the man, because one of the number one thing that men want,
Mm-hmm.
one of the number one thing that men want, especially after chaos, especially after the life turn upside down, is peace.
Peace. Yes.
That's the number one thing. And the thing about majority of women, I would say in their earlier stage in life, peace is boring.
Right.
Peace. That's the reason why. That's the reason why they usually go for the bad guys. There's let's say in school. Let's say in school. Let's say that nerd guy who is always studying, who put himself together. He's boring. But guess what? But the guy who is out there just partying and doing all of that, that's fun. He's fun.
To
Eh,
the
yes,
person
yes,
who find
yes,
him to be.
yes, yes. That's what I'm saying. And
Right.
the other thing, that's what you always see. Um, you always see men. Let's say they have a stable job, they do a 9 to 5, whatever the case is, and they have a routine, they have a set goal. That might become boring. So I would say it's
Yeah.
more like the woman tend to lean more towards
Yeah.
chaos because routine stability becomes boring.
Right.
But men on the other hand, routine and stability is not necessary. He look boring, but it's because he's sacrificing a lot of things in order to
Mm-hmm.
get to where he needs to be. He understands that he can't be in the club every single day or every weekend, or he can't take certain trips or he can't go to certain places because that's that's against
Yeah.
what what he's moving towards. And so he understands sacrifice. Not much women understand sacrifice. It's all about emotion. It's all about what they feel. And if don't and chaos provide that emotional high,
Yeah,
men
brother. Okay.
men don't necessarily want that emotional high. Men want stability. Men want to stay away from that drama for the most part.
Yeah, I would
That's
say
the that's the reason why I said my opinion is a little bit unpopular.
no, what you're
I
saying is very
understand.
factual. Let me tell you, what
Mm-hmm.
you're saying is very true, very logical. Because that is why men should know women whom to marry. You
Right.
understand it? You know, if you have really had life experience, you realize that life is not so much of a game. And then
Right.
if you miss a step in life, it's gonna be like let me say a punishment for you in the future. You
Mm-hmm.
know, most ladies at their youthful or teenage, they are so like they are so high. They want what they see on television.
Yes.
They want what they see in movies,
Mm-hmm.
but that is not reality.
Right.
That is fictional.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand it? So yes, when most ladies are with guys who are so focused, guys who want better future, they see them as boring, not fun to be around with.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
you are someone who is goal oriented, if you are someone who plans your future, you will know that it's not about going to club every day. It's not about having fun every day. It's not about being around someone who is aimless in life.
Right.
So you see, I think what I'm trying to say is that what you're saying is to me, it's not it's not something out of line. It is what we should face and what we should let the youth know, that it's not all uh, it's not all fancy, it's not all um like gamey every day. You understand it? There's a serious part to it. So I think that's what I have to say.
Right. That's true. And also to add to what you were saying, Miss Boating, there's a part that I took from it. Let's look at persons who are here in America. We are going to look at that a little bit. You have plenty persons. They just from marriage nowadays, even back then, it was more of a sacred thing. When you get married, you don't do it because, oh, I need this from a person or I need that, or you it's a thing where you would last for years and years and years. But now people are doing this thing as like it's a joke. They do it for like just, oh, I need to be better in life. So as you mentioned that, if we don't know what our priorities are, and if we don't go for our love or for the relationship in a positive way, then we are not going to get positive results. So we have to just do it in the right way and then get the good out of what we need.
Very true.
Mhm. Can being hurt makes you push someone new? Can being hurt before make you push someone new? Yes.
Yeah, I've experienced that. I've done that. I've
Right.
experienced it, and I've definitely done that.
Right.
When you're hurt, or when you have experienced a type of relationship that mess with you, it mess with your mind, it mess with your energy, it mess with your life.
Mhm.
First of all, the wrong relationship for men and women. But as a man, the wrong relationship as a man, or the wrong woman as a man, it set me back 5 years. You have some people,
Right.
it set them back 10, 20 years.
So
That's it.
true.
That's the reason after talking to some of my friends, like Domino, the little Domino group, older men, and I kind of have some conversation with them and realize that my situation, I actually made it out pretty good. Because being set back 5 years, yes, it's a hit. But what you learn in that time and being able to recover, that's the huge plus. There's a lot of people who they don't recover. But in terms of hurting like a real genuine person who meant you good, yes, because now everything that you see is red flag. You're looking for red flag. This person is treating you good. The person is treating you the way you're supposed to be treated, but you don't trust it. So for one, you don't trust it. You don't believe it is genuine, and you keep putting this person through some unnecessary situations that ended up hurting them. That you put this person in probably emotional turmoil, because now this person is in a state where it's like they're constantly trying to show you that, hey, I'm not like this, or you at least have to give me the benefit of the doubt, or at least see. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right, but basically you ended up hurting the person because you think this person is like everyone else,
That is so true.
and you end up pushing the person away, and you actually realizing that I ended up doing the same thing was done to me in a toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up being the person who is doing the damage.
think this is not even attached to only relationship. Even sometimes it's normal in life. You know how you always carry your anger to the next person.
Right.
Yeah, you are angry and someone comes in to do something to you, and like because you're angry, you just transfer
Mhm.
that anger to the person.
That's true.
Yeah. So we have to be careful because no two people are the same.
Right.
Yes. So sometimes because of what you have experienced in the past relationship, you just transfer it to the new person that you meet, especially when you see a slight action
Mm-hmm.
on the new one. It's that you saw in the old relationship.
Right.
So
That's
you're
true.
like, oh, this person also is repeating the same thing. Then let me take this action. Yes, you understand it, and then it
That's the
goes.
dangerous part.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous part.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the process of solving the process of solving the issue in the uh, how should I even put it? Maybe like how you solve the old issue
Mm-hmm.
would be different from how the new person will handle it. Maybe
Right.
when the situation happened, the former person did not agree with you, or like took it out of line and then behave in certain weird way. But
Right.
if you take time and go through that solution process with the new one, you realize that
Right.
the new one has a different approach to solving the issue. You
Mm-hmm.
understand it? So we
Yes.
have to always understand that no two persons are the same. So we don't have to transfer our anger or whatever issue we have to our new relationships.
So,
Right.
so, so the thing, so with what you just said, um, the reason why I said that's the dangerous part. The dangerous part is the fact that in that toxic relationship is
Mm-hmm.
that initial phase that I guess they call it love bombing phase. That's where
Yeah.
everything was good. That's when they were
Mm-hmm.
putting on a show. That's when they were doing everything
Right.
to say yes, they are genuine. Yes, they are trying to build with you, or they're trying to be that person that they think you want them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So in this new relationship, when you see that initial phase where they're doing just about the same thing, the only difference is this person is genuine. In the past relationship, it was a play.
Right.
But this new person who is actually good for you is actually genuine. So that's the dangerous part, because now you actually putting this person through, basically you're putting them through hell while they're actually being genuine. So now they're gonna slowly start to resent you,
Right.
because yeah, that's what I say is that's the dangerous part. Is because you already see the pattern, you just don't trust it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is jealousy always insecurity, or it came from your past betrayal? Is jealousy always insecurity, or it come from your past betrayal?
Yeah, this question is like it's tentative because jealousy can be a good thing, and at the same time
Mhm.
it can be a bad thing.
Right.
Sometimes you don't get jealous because in a past relationship you were jealous, or like some someone maybe got your partner, or someone snatched your partner from you, so you are being
Right.
jealous or something. No, 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 no. Sometimes jealousy doesn't come from history.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from what you are saying, and sometimes how deeply in love you are with the person that you are with.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I would say jealousy is not always because you have experienced bad thing or something like that.
Right.
It's something that can it's normal. Yes, I think that's what I want to say. It's normal.
It's normal.
I
Right.
agree. I agree. Too much jealousy is not good. Too much jealousy
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
can
yes.
Yeah.
that's a different story. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
jealousy is useful. You're
Mhm.
supposed to have a little bit of jealousy,
It's a
Right.
because
defensive mechanism, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. It's not to say you don't trust your partner.
Hmm.
In my case, it's not to say I don't trust my partner. It's more like I don't trust the world. I
Right.
I know how the world think. I know
Right.
how men think. I know
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
how women think. So
Right.
so and if you have someone to say, okay, you're building a future with,
Mm-hmm.
you're building something with. That means you invested in that person. You are
That's
protecting
true.
your
Mm-hmm.
investment because
Right.
this person is the person that's gonna you helping them, and they in return is also helping you. So it's a unit. So you're protecting that unit.
Right.
So yes, a little bit of jealousy is definitely
But not too
important.
much.
Not too much when you're
Right.
completely isolating the person or
Right.
taking it to a whole different step where you're following and you're tracking phone and all these toxic behavior. That's just going to create problems.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's a little bit necessary. And besides, from experience, the woman do want the man to be a little bit jealous because
Right.
just as from past experience and current experience,
Mm-hmm.
it's a way of saying, okay, he still love me, he still care.
Right.
That I
Mm-hmm.
that's been my experience. Where
Right.
when I'm more nonchalant, it's like, okay, I don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Yeah, I'm just more thinking like, okay, he don't love me, he doesn't care about me. But when that there's just a little bit level of jealousy, then she's saying, okay, yeah, he still care about me, he still love me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah,
Can a person be loyal but still emotionally unavailable?
yeah, that's a dense one.
Mm.
No, that's a dense one.
Right.
Be loyal and still emotionally unavailable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're
These,
loyal on the sense that you might not be cheating. You're not doing anything for her to, or him to feel bad about you in that sense. But then you're emotionally not available to them. Uh, how do you explain that one right
Like
now?
you are loyal, but you're
but
not
you're not
emotionally
emotionally
available.
available.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So if you're not emotionally available, that means you're not emotionally attached.
Yeah, there's no love.
Right. Because a part of you is here and a part is not here. So therefore you need everything to function in a relationship. Therefore, everything flows fluently. So then no, for one part to be away and one to be here, then you're one foot in and one foot out. So
So
that is a way to look
And
at it, right?
so yeah, so I think that pretty much answer the question
Mhm.
where well initially yes, they might be
Right,
faithful, but over time they will
right,
not be.
but do you know that love makes time love makes time for love always makes time. That's what I'm trying to say.
right.
Because if you truly love someone and you care about the person,
Mm-hmm.
no matter where you are,
Right.
no matter how insufficient your time is, you always make adjustment.
You make
That's
adjustment.
true. Yes,
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
because like you want to know
Exactly.
what is going on, what is
Yes.
happening. You see, oh, what is she doing right now? What is he doing right now? Let me go and check up on him. Even if it is a simple hi, how are you?
Right,
And then you can go back
right,
to work. So you see, you can't be emotionally absent and claim you are loyal to someone. No,
right.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
It doesn't
it
work.
doesn't work that way because the
I don't
two,
see it working. No.
uh-huh,
right,
yeah, because the two work hand in hand. You
right.
understand it? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. How do
Yeah,
you know when your reaction is trauma and not intuition?
that's a tough one too.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe you ladies can answer that one better than me.
Why? Why? No, we need to hear you. No, Andy, we need to hear you.
Let me
What
hear
are your thoughts? So I say,
your
how do you know when your reaction is trauma and not intuition? Well, guess what? I'm looking at it this way. Um,
Can you
that
elaborate?
Right. The thing
Okay.
is, you are in a relationship, right? But
Uh-huh.
you don't know, is it a reaction of trauma or is it a reaction of intuition going on? Because like you're confused based on how you probably treat the person. Remember, we are talking about the emotional unavailability of that person. You're not emotionally there. So let's look at it this way. How do you know when your reaction is trauma and not your intuition?
That's the thing. That's the
Mm-hmm.
thing. That's what I say. It's kind of difficult one because
Right.
the trauma sharpen your intuition. The,
Right. Mm-hmm.
the trauma sharpen a lot of things. You pull the veil down. You see the naked truth for what it is. So
Right.
then you ended up questioning things a lot more. You end up reacting to things where you normally don't. You normally just kind of let it slide. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying. It's a tough one.
It's a tough one,
It's
right?
a tough one because
But
it kind of
but
go hand in hand because
right.
the trauma make you react react to things where you normally don't.
Right, right. And I think you did a good job in explaining that one. Because for me, looking at the trauma, when you're, it's basically, it's probably as in, when you're in a trauma, how do you know that it's the trauma coming out, or is it your intuition telling you that the man is cheating or the female is cheating? Is it the trauma that you would have been in? You were in a past relationship where the man or the woman was a cheater, constantly cheating. So you feel now like you are in this one, but you're gonna take the baggage with you. And sometimes we accuse this fresh relationship of, oh, he's still cheating. This person is cheating on me, while it's just the baggage that was there. You're taking it over, so you're accusing him. Well, nothing is probably really happening, but just because your intuition tells you it's happening, you work on that trauma that you
Yeah.
would have probably experienced.
And you made it slide in the past and it
Right,
ended up
right,
where it is.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not
So um
go ahead, Miss Scott.
yeah, as you both said, being traumatic can scatter your mind or confuse you in all ways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes maybe you even see a lady's number on your, as the example, I'm basing on the example that you gave.
Yes,
A
yes.
lady's number on your husband or your girlfriend's or the opposite sex number on your partner's phone.
Mm-hmm.
And because like you have been so confused right from the onset,
Yes.
you have lost your trust or your how faith your trust or yeah, your trust in the person. You
Mm-hmm.
always assume any opposite sex number that you see on your
It's
partner's
soccer. Yes.
phone is like someone that he is trying to hit on or something like that. You understand it?
Right.
So
Right.
it can confuse you. It can make you you don't think wisely.
Mm-hmm.
You make unwise decisions. You approach issues aggressively.
Yes.
You understand it? So yeah, trauma can mess your intuition.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah. Right. Not every trigger is a warning sign about them. Sometimes it is a wound inside of us asking for attention. This is the heart of tonight's conversation. Some people are not in love, they are attached. Some people are not committed, they are afraid to be alone. Some people are not fighting for the relationship, they are fighting not to be abandoned again. Have you ever called it love when it was really attachment? How do we know when it's attachment versus real love? What are the difference? How do we really know?
Okay. Real love is not stressful. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
how you guys also see it.
Mhm.
It's not stressful. Like when when you meet real love, everything comes easy. You don't worry yourself over certain things. You don't strive or struggle to sustain the love. It's like the chemistry is there. You both
Yes.
understand yourselves. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I believe marriage and maybe relationship shouldn't be it shouldn't be so serious, like serious business. If I'm saying
Right.
serious business, I don't mean like not paying attention or not caring for the person. No, like it shouldn't wear you out. You understand it?
But
If
right.
it wears you out too much, then you are trying to attach yourself to the person. There's no
Mm-hmm.
love. You are trying to call into existence something that does not even exist.
But same is boating, right? Everybody is different with personality, right? So it might not be stressing or say difficult for one person, but what if another person have another option? They're like, oh my god, and it depends on how what we call difficult too, because sometimes you'll be like, oh, you're used to it, you're single, you were single, you're used to just being alone, not getting up every day to cook, because guess what, you have a man to take care of, you have kids to take care of, so everything now is overwhelming sometimes for you, and you're trying to finish the day on a good note. But when some person might take that to be, oh Lord have mercy, it's stressing me out.
No, Unique.
Right.
That is
Mm-hmm.
why, that is why before you enter into marriage or
Mm-hmm.
serious relationship, that's the mistake that we do.
Right.
We rush into marriage and relationship because of the fancy parts.
Yes.
You rush into marriage because of the wedding ceremony. That is the only part that you love. And what you saw on the TV, people having flamboyant weddings, traveling the world and others. You're not facing your world.
Right.
You're not facing the reality.
Right.
You are married to an average person. Someone who makes, let's say, $16, $18 or $20 an hour. Before you go into that marriage, know what you're going to face. Know your responsibilities. Right. My husband is getting $20 an hour. I'm getting $30 an hour. This is the man that this is the man that I have to respect. Right. The man that I have to cook for. The man that I have to bear children with. So whether he's making it or not, this is the man that I have chosen to spend my entire life with. So whatever happens, this is my mindset. I'm going to face my responsibilities. I'm going to serve him. I'm going to love him, and he in turn will love me and also help me. This is what we do. You see, we don't groom our minds before going into marriage or relationship. We just enter into it because of the first thing that we saw. Right, that's true. Because you can't just, whatever comes, you accept it because that's what you signed for. Right. But then I think it has to do. I think it has to. It's stressful, but that is it. That it is part of the package. Right. And it's just like you mentioned, I think it has to do with the mindset for real. Because you know, and first thing, I think this is something that should be taught in school too. How to take care of a family, like groom these young women. It should be something that is involved in the education system. Therefore, we have young people who are able to take care, just like spending money. If you don't know how to, like be disciplined, then you won't have any. So I think these things are things that we should use to groom our women and men out there and how to really take on these responsibilities. We have to teach, we have to educate our youngsters how to be responsible, how to have a good mindset, and how to face things as they come, and accept the responsibilities of what we sign up for. Right. That is what people should know. That's true. I can't compare my life right now to when I was single. No. Because when I was single, I am an indoor person. I used to be inside all the time watching all kind of seasonal movies. Right. I can watch seasonal movie from morning to evening, eat on my bed, and don't even step outside. But here lies the case where some people depend on me. I have to go to the kitchen and feed them. Right. I have like I have adjusted to that. I have tuned my mind to the fact that I can never go back to those days.
Right, that's true.
So this is what we should do.
Mhm.
If you don't do that, you end up being traumatized. If you don't do that, you end up having all kind of mental issues, and
That's true.
mental health will always be something that you'll be looking for. So
Right.
adjustment is very important in this life. We have to grow our minds. We have to grow ourselves. That's
Right.
what I can say.
That's so true. Do we sometimes date people who match our wounds instead of our values? I think that was mentioned before. Right. I think Andy expounded on that when he said something about dating. When he said, talk about dating people who match our wounds. I don't remember if it was you or him who mentioned that. But when we talk about do we date some people who match our wound, sometimes it's like you're naturally attached to persons who, if you are coming from a relationship where it was abusive, it's like a string of things attaching, going on, just following you, where all you can see and be attached to are those type of men. Is it something that is wrong? Is it that the person would not be healed fully? Is it that the person is not just trying to do a self-evaluation? What do you think is lacking when you are so drawn to persons who would who would have probably matched the wound that you were in instead of the values?
I think the key word you mentioned is lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think what's lacking is more self-awareness.
Yes.
I think that's the main thing that's lacking. That's the reason why spending time alone, not in spending time in not necessary isolation, but spending time alone, time to figure yourself out, time to kind of get a little bit more deeper into your childhood, and just getting back to the basic of who you are, to actually start to realize why you attract a certain type of man, or why you attract a certain type of woman. Because that self-awareness is gonna it's a frequency. You're gonna be radiating a certain type of frequency
Right.
that is gonna attract that particular type of people that match that frequency in
Right.
so when you're more self-aware, you kind of change yourself. You're kind of able to filter things out a little bit more. Because
Right. Right.
if you are looking for that fatherly figure, then you're gonna end it up with men who is gonna be dominating a certain way, or is gonna tell you what to do, and probably and it's gonna continue the exact same cycle of where you were before.
Right. Right. You
So
are.
at the same level of toxicity, if you're looking for the same thing, like for a man, a certain type of woman that you attracted before, that same level of not knowing, you're gonna end up with the same type. Because a lot of the time it's not just, I realize it's not just looks. A lot of the times it's actually frequency. You get certain vibes from this person.
Right.
Because I realize you can have men and women where they look different, but it's almost like it's the same person in a different body.
Right. Right. Lord, that's true. That's so true.
So it's more like a vibe, it's more like a frequency. But when you're more self-aware, when you raise your frequency, you no longer is in that category of where those toxic people radiate.
Right.
So when you raise your frequency, you're more self-aware, you're more confident within yourself, and then you attract people who actually match that frequency.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Okay.
So I think the main thing is like self-awareness. That's the lacking. It's or lack of knowledge of yourself.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest. Sometimes a good person shows up, but trauma makes us suspicious. We question everything. We expect betrayal. We test people. We push them away, then feel hurt when they leave. Why is it hard to trust someone who has done nothing wrong? Because of the trauma that you were facing from the previous relationship. You would carry that baggage over. So that's the reason why you just don't trust anyone.
Yeah, that's similar to the question you asked earlier. It's similar. Where well, yeah, you ended up hurting the person that's actually genuine, where your radar is fully active.
Right.
Everything that they do that is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. Everything that they do is good. They are looking out for. They're doing everything that they're supposed to do in a healthy, productive relationship. But
All
then
right.
you question it because you say, okay, because it's similar to what
Based.
whoever traumatized you is similar to
Right.
what they did in the beginning.
Right.
Mhm. And it's like always you are expecting to see negative things in those people, the new ones.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Mm,
Exactly.
Right. That's
yeah.
true. A partner
So
can support you. Oh, sorry.
no, please go ahead.
Right. A
Finish it.
partner can support your healing, but they cannot be your therapist, your parents, your savior, and your emotional punching bag. That is too much weight for love to carry. And sometimes people don't notice that. Before we go do anything else, I'm going to be providing you with some solutions to these questions that we would have asked, and also to the persons who would have been in situations, like this. Here are some solutions that you can look into. Solution number one: how to date while healing. These are the solution. Learn your triggers. A trigger is not an excuse to mistreat someone. It is information. When you feel yourself reacting strongly, pause and ask, is this what they did or what I have been through? Solution two: communicate instead of accusing. You're all just like everybody else. I'm feeling afraid right now because of something I experienced before. I need a moment to process. Solution three: stop ignoring the red flags. Trauma can make you either run from love or tolerate disrespect. Healing means learning the difference between discomfort and danger. Solution four: build your self worth outside of relationship. Ask yourself, who am I when nobody's choosing me? Solution number five: get support. Sometimes prayer helps. Sometimes journaling helps. Sometimes therapy helps. Sometimes distance helps. But doing nothing keeps you stuck. Solution number six: date slower. Do not rush intimacy with something just because they give you attention. Time reveals character. Number seven: choose peace, not pain, not familiar pain. Just because it feels familiar doesn't mean it's love. Sometimes it only feels familiar because it matches your wound. Ask yourself, what is one dating pattern you are ready to break? What does healthy love looks like to you? What do you need to heal before giving your heart again? Have you ever confused anxiety with love? What advice would you give someone dating unhealed trauma? Tonight, we talk about something real. Dating with trauma is not easy, but healing is possible. You are not broken because you have been hurt, but you are responsible for what you do with that hurt. Love should not feel like begging. Love should not feel like fear. Love should not require you to lose yourself just to keep somebody else. Ask yourself tonight, am I loving or am I coping? Am I choosing peace or am I repeating pain? This is Yonnie Unfiltered, where we stop sugarcoating, stop settling, and start leveling up. Thank you all so much for joining me. And remember, unhealed trauma will have you choosing people who feel like home, even when home was the first place that you got hurt. Thank you all, and I love you. God bless you. Thank you again, guys, so much for everything that you have done, for being here, for the fact that you took it out of your busy, 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 busy day. And I appreciate that so much. And I hope we'll be able to do another recording again very soon.
No problem.